very good question because one thing which the pandemic has taught us is there is not enough connectivity available for the masses. From just being connected in hotspots or in business districts, now connectivity is required everywhere. Almost all entire population on this earth needs to be connected. So very clearly, it is becoming a fundamental necessity for all the consumers. Especially if I talk about Europe today, there are countries who were still working with their legacy copper networks. To be fair to them, they had great copper networks, but now they kind of run their mile, and there is requirement for better networks now. And that's where now you see a major push on fiber connectivity. Not only from the telcos, not only from the altnets, but even from hyperscalers and even the governments. First time I'm seeing, and I'm sure you would have noticed as well, that even the political parties on their manifestos have full fiber connectivity as one of the key agendas, which is good to hear because it just doesn't only help us live in the new world order we are in, but also empowers a lot of people in tier 2, tier 3 cities or even the rural markets who cannot travel out into major cities for employment. Also, we were discussing this morning, it is also helping the rural communities and it's helping women empowerment, it is helping the farmers to sell their produce better. So it is becoming a necessity for the masses now. So that's something which I feel is very necessary, and I also feel Europe is now scaling up fast for full fiber deployment. So Europe, we've been in Europe for last couple of decades now. From just being a manufacturer selling its products, or especially optic fiber cables in Europe, over the last decade we have evolved into being a very strong Europe present organization. We have invested heavily into the market. We have acquired not only the fiber capabilities or the optic fiber cable capabilities. We've acquired Optotech in Italy, which is a very strong optic internet portfolio. We acquired deployment companies in UK to help deploy networks. So in all, Europe is one of the largest, if not the largest, region for us in STL, and we are enabling or helping our customers by providing world-class solutions around connectivity, also helping them design, deploy and manage those networks, and we are also helping them on the programmable FTTX space and the open RAN space to probably slice and dice those networks better and use them even more optimally. So that's what we are doing here. So first of all, let me start by saying fiber networks are one of the most sustainable, eco-friendly networks because very low power consumption. The life of the network is much longer. Unlike copper, they don't consume too much of power. When you have to redeploy a fiber, you don't need to dig every time, so it doesn't harm the ground as well. So you can just blow the new cable when you remove the old cable. So it is probably one of the most eco-friendly way of connecting the world today. Talking about STL, this is something which is very close to our heart. We are one of the very first companies to have certified zero waste to landfill. Today, all our sourcing is ESG compliant. We have taken very stringent goals to be carbon neutral by 2030, and we are now trying to see can we pull that in even further. So, and the best part is, and that's what probably the notion many people in the world have, that being eco-friendly comes at a cost. Actually not. If I will just give an example, a plastic bag costs more rather than a free reusable cotton bag. So to take that analogy into fiber space as well, some of the raw material or some of the residual products which we are now generating, we are repurposing them across industries, whether it's automobile industries or furniture industries, and we are using them and helping them, working with them to reuse and repurpose some of the residual products. So it's kind of not a very big cost overhead, but it's a great way to save the Mother Earth. We are in a very strong position in Europe already. We are now, over the last couple of years, we've been very strongly engaging with the tier 1 telcos, the alternates, the governments in helping solve some of the problems. And that's probably the strong ethos of STL, that we love working with our customers hand in hand and trying to help solve the problems. As I said, from traditionally being a 40-year-old optic fiber cable producer, we are now looking at being an end-to-end solution provider, a strong network solutions provider for our customers here. So that's the way I look at it. And of course, we will see a lot more investments going into this market, a lot more recruiting happening in this market. We are already present in almost 10 of the top markets in terms of teams here, and I see that expanding furthermore over the next couple of years.